The only way to make a man more invested in you is if you inspire him to do so. And the way you inspire a man is by complimenting him for the things he does for you. Because if you focus on the things that he has not been doing and you point out to him what it is that you want, you come from a place of neediness, and that is totally uninspiring for every man. You have to make him feel good about himself. You have to make him feel that he adds something to your life, that he is useful to you. Because a man values what he invests in, and he sees you as one of his assets. So when he feels good with you, he sees you as being worthy of his investment. But there's something else happening in a man's brain. The more you show him that you believe in him, that you look up to him, the more he will want to do for you, because he wants to prove that he is that man you believe he is. So give him specific compliments. He orders a coffee for you, amazing. He wakes you up on Sunday mornings, you will be on time in church. What a guy. Because if you compliment him for the way that he looks or the way that he smells, he will just be lazy. But if you tell him how great he is because of the things that he does for you, you will give him something that every man needs. The feeling of being your hero.
A lot of these men have realized that, unfortunately, for a lot of these modern women, it might seem like opting out is the best choice. Because when you look at how much stress you have to go through, modern women being inconsistent, just those two alone will have you saying, or, kind of reconsidering and saying, well, maybe this is not the journey for me right now. Maybe I need to go build myself up. Maybe I need to focus on myself. Maybe I need to put a little bit more into who I am.
So ladies, here's the cold hard facts, all right? You can take it or leave it. Most men don't want to date y'all. The reason why is because it's turned into a liability. It includes manipulation, games, lack of accountability, flaking, ghosting, shaming, disrespect, mind games, anything you could think of. The list goes on and on. And men are tired of that. They're 100% done. They don't want to date you. They don't want to marry you, because what's the point? You waste our time. You get a thrill out of wasting our time for your own ego, and you toy with us, and we're getting tired of that. We would rather put our time, energy, and money towards something that's more important, something that's more valuable. So get it together, or else you're going to end up lonely wondering what's going on.
So when were you going to tell me you were cheating on me?
We got a cheating accusation. We need all hands on deck right now. What kind of evidence are we working with here? What kind of evidence? Uh-oh. I'm seeing DM receipts. This is not good. All right. Just tell him it wasn't you. Tell him that's edited. That's not even you. Not working. Not working. Okay. Cue the waterworks. Cue the waterworks. Start crying. We got to get to the manipulation tactics. Waterworks aren't working. We need backup. We need backup. I'm going to need you to start gaslighting. Just tell him it's his fault. Tell him it's his fault. He has never treated you well enough, so you needed to go get validation somewhere else. This is not good. It's his fault. Gaslight. Gaslight. Yeah, we're fucked. We're fucked.
A little story time. I talked to a girl for probably a month and a half, 2 months. Things are going great, right? Beautiful girl. I'm lit, bro. I'm happy about it. When people ask, I'm glad to show, right? And if you know me, it's hard for me to kind of talk to someone and actually like someone. But, right? I'm cool. We're cool. Everything's going smooth. And then I see they posted a story on Instagram. Let's check it out. Let's see what we're doing. I click it. You're on another dude's shoulders at a rave. And so I'm like, I should say something. I have to say something. I say something. Don't be controlling. We're not even dating. It's not that.
To be fair, she's not in the wrong. She's a single woman. She can do whatever she wants, right? You say that you were talking to her for a month and a half, almost 2 months. And you were happy, things were going great. The question is, why didn't you make it official? Like you said, you guys been talking a lot. She makes you happy. She's a really good looking woman. Why not make it official? The problem is you guys don't like commitment. You want a woman to give you all of her time, her energy, her body. Yet you don't want to put any labels on it. No. No boyfriend and girlfriend. Let's just go with the flow. But as soon as you see her with somebody else, it's a problem. Listen, this is really simple. If you don't like commitment, you need to stay single, okay? Stay single.
And men have decided it's easier to take a step back. It's easier to opt out rather than trying to hop into confusion, rather than trying to force my way into a situation that, quite frankly, doesn't seem advantageous to me. Doesn't seem like it's going to go well. So I'm not going to sit up there and continue to be like, oh man, I got to get her. No, I don't. The alternative with me forcing myself into this space is I have somebody acting crazy with me, and I don't have time for that.
When I got with him, I'm like, oh, you got a prize. That's all I ever knew. I'm like, I'm beautiful, I'm gifted, I'm talented. I ain't slept with all your friends. I ain't been out here. I'm not a hoe. I don't have a track record. I'm just listing off the things. I'm telling you, year one, I was like, oh, I'm trash. I'm like, I am terrible at this. As you just stated, because when you are single, especially when you just got girlfriends around you, your girlfriends are not telling you about yourself. I'm sorry, they're not. Especially if you are beautiful and bossed up. So you most likely got a bunch of yes women around you anyways. Ain't nobody really pulling friends aside saying, hey, I notice you kind of be lying a lot. Or I notice you kind of, you be tripping and snapping and popping off all the time. Like, what's going on with this anger? I noticed that you might want to go to therapy. Friends don't. Now, mine, yes. But most friends aren't really doing that. It isn't until you get married, if you pay attention, where you're like, oh my goodness, I have a lot of work to do. Those first 3-4 years, I was shocked at how trash I was. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know I could be this bad. I'm impatient. I am angry. I have so much trauma and toxicity in me. I think I'm right. I say I want a leader, but I want to be one. I say I want him to wear the pants, but nigga, move aside. I want to wear them. Actually, I say I want you to be in control, but I think I'm smarter. I have pride. I have ego.
And modern women they're asking, how come good men kind of stop engaging with them, right? But you have to understand that, the kind of man you say you want. So the kind of man, well, I want a man like this, and this. And the man comes up in front of you. And you let the man go, right? And you let Chad and Tyrone play in your face. And then a couple of days later, you want the good man to show up and rescue you. You want the good man to be a shoulder to cry on. What? Oh, well, you should allow me to do that in each and every situation. No, I'm a good guy. I'm not a doormat.
I love masculine men in concept. I don't actually. And here's why. What happens is you'll have a man, and then you go and date him, and then you realize that, he's masculine because he's avoiding being gay and, has all these, negative beliefs about being gay, and it's, not the kind of guy that you actually want to date. And people are entitled to their own type, but I do feel like it's a turnoff for me whenever I go on dates with people and they're, so focused on the fact that I'm not super feminine. I went on a date with somebody last week, and he was just, very openly talking about how he loved it that I was pretty masculine, and I was just at some point, sure, that's valid. I feel like when it comes from a place of, they're just not comfortable with themselves, and they just also would not be comfortable being with you if you were more just openly comfortable as well. And I feel like just in realizing that, I've come to just be a lot more attracted to people who are just comfortable. You can be masculine with, some feminine characteristics, and I love it. I love just, seeing just the random little things. You'll have somebody who looks like they'd be straight, and they play their playlist and they're just going crazy to some white girl pop music. I'm like, yes, literally yes, this is what I need. Healing my soul.
I've seen a lot of videos of women in their 30s and 40s.
I am so glad I did not have to be the one to say this. Viewer discretion is advised.
Exclaiming that men in their 20s are trying to date them. No, they're not. They are trying to hook up with you. And before you try to convince yourself that you're okay with that, are you really? Or are you just brainwashed into believing that promiscuity is empowering?
Now, that is a concept I can get behind wholeheartedly, because I've been saying this for a while now. Anytime I've ever come across a woman that's older and like, oh, the young boys love me. No, they don't. They just want to crack. And as a young man that's been a younger man, I knew what it was like to be like, bro, I got that 30-year-old, she with me. Not because I actually wanted to be with her. It was more so like a rite of passage, like I was becoming a man and unlocking a certain space or a level in my life where I was 25 years old with a 35, 37-year-old woman. And for the ladies that actually believe these young boys really want to be with you, just think about it for one split second. What true accomplishment is there for you to attract young men? Truly. Because y'all got all these standards for men in your age group. Y'all got all these standards for men in your age group. And I'm sure them 20-year-olds are not meeting the standard. So what is the true accomplishment here? What makes you at 30 plus, maybe even 40 plus, some of y'all even 50 plus, say that, oh, the young boys love me. So what? They want to crack. If you look good enough, what man in his right mind wouldn't? Not to mention some of y'all be grooming those young boys, but you know what? That's a different conversation for a different time. But y'all catch my drift. Ladies, them young boys do not want to be with you. And it is not a flex to say that they actually want to sleep with you. It's actually very regular. Y'all keep the change.
And a lot of these modern women are wanting men to yearn. They're wanting men to chase. They're wanting men to pursue. But in today's, the way it happens in today's dating, that puts you as the weaker vessel because, you know, I'm the prize, right? You chase me, you want me, show me that you want me. I've already proved myself by the fact that you want me, even though I haven't done anything. The fact that you want me means I'm more valuable in this relationship. And that's what a lot of modern women are doing. So when a man steps back and says, okay, well, you know, if you're not going to reciprocate and you're going to think that you all that, I'm just going to go ahead and go the other way. I'm going to go a different direction. Now you're stunned and you're talking about men aren't men anymore.
Like, black people are scared of. We need to have this conversation. Okay. It's time to have this conversation about why black people are so scared of. That's the only reason why they're attacking me, because they're scared of what they're going to say. Like, actually, they're scared of, and nobody wants to talk about it. Why you have to have Jordans on? And so, right. You have to wear Jordans all the time because nigga said you have to. Why you can't talk like this? Because it's pronounce their words right. You know what I'm saying? Like, black people are scared of, and I'm not. Okay. It's the people that destroy our communities and they just take over everything. I am so tired of it. I'm tired of I'm sorry, but I know it's not all black people. I know it is a small subsection of the community, but it is another subsection of the community that is complicit because they don't say anything about the behavior. They allow these people to just do whatever they want. They can throw their flaming hot bag of chips on the ground and nobody sees a problem with it. But gentrification is the problem. I want your freaking neighborhoods to be gentrified. Maybe you guys will learn how to take care of your stuff.
Women are only as faithful as their past partners, and men are only as faithful as their options. So men and women play the game on two different ends, meaning that the more bodies you rack up, the harder it is for you to find genuine love and actually give that man genuine love, because you already had past. You'll be comparing and contrasting with multiple other individuals based off sizes, income, height, charismaticness, and everything else. But the girl that doesn't have a whole lot past partners, it's easier for her to be faithful. Girls like to be wowed and men like to be the person to wow the girl. So think about it. A woman with a lot of past partners, it's harder for her to be wowed, and it's harder for the man to wow her. Then you really got to get a man that's superior to the past partners. So this is why I'm saying that a woman is only as faithful as her past partners, because the more partners she acquires, the higher the likelihood she'll disqualify more men.
Women, y'all gonna light me up, and I'm okay with that. A lot of black men, when a woman comes in and she's extremely submissive, they've never experienced that. Right. That's an aha moment for them. Oh, no. And hold on. If they have experienced it, like they all three said facts at one time, they haven't experienced it to the level of full submission. It might be a little bit of touch and go, and it's like, and then now what do I get in return? But they haven't really experienced a woman just loving and doting and submitting.
When I got it. The wrong woman submits to the results. Amen.
The right woman
Come on,
submits
baby.
to the process. And if you weren't, if I gotta show you so I'm submitted to the process of whatever this is every day, no matter what it is, how hard, how good, whatever. We gonna go back if I'm submitting to this, but you're gonna do the same.
To your point.
Does size matter?
No, it's how you use it.
How you use it? Let's go.
Really?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's the ideal size? What's ideal? Like,
I'm a nice girl. I don't have a measuring tape out, so never do.
they like full microphone, half a mic.
Half a mic.
A little bit. About there? Okay, that's workable. What about 5.5?
This is where I belong.
Why men have given up on women. Let's face it, the red pill community was not built overnight. As both a woman and a psychotherapist, my journey has been humbling to say the least. The number one reason that men have given up on women and on love is solely because the gap between men and women is getting larger and larger. With women, there's the movement of I don't need no man. And then with men, you have that movement of women are a liability. So in my practice, I try to teach clients how to close that gap. The truth is that relationships and genuine love is beautiful. And it's a really powerful achievement. Man or woman, let's face it, we need one another.
Never marry a woman until she passes these 5 tests. Test 1. Respect under anger. Pay attention when she's mad, not when she's sweet. Does she insult you, embarrass you, or does she stay controlled? Test 2 is the peace test. Ask yourself this question honestly. Does she make your life easier or more stressful? Lighter or heavier? Relationships should feel like peace, not a second job. Test 3. Loyalty without supervision. How does she move when you're not around? Is she respectful, private, or busy entertaining attention? Pure loyalty does not need constant monitoring. Test 4 is the hard times test. Whenever you lose something, whatever it may be, watch her reaction. Is she supportive or is she distant and irritated? Anyone can love you at your peak. Only a few will stay if you fall. Test 5 is cooperation. Can she follow your lead without turning everything into a debate? Don't mistake this with control or fear. This is cooperation. 2 captains are more likely to sink the ship than 1. Beauty, chemistry, and excitement eventually all fade.
Okay, as a man in 2025, you're only left with 2 options. Option 1, focus on yourself. Accept the fact that having a wife and a family might not be the path that God has for you. Accept that this might be a solo mission. And you're going to put all of your time and your effort into building yourself into the most strong, equipped, charismatic, abundantly wealthy man that you can possibly become with the help of God. Option 2, you do option 1, and you get really lucky to find a 1 in a million girl who's not going to turn into a lying, manipulative cunt that's going to try to destroy your life, divorce you, take everything that you've built, and try to keep your kids from you. So, the choice is yours.
Women are not looking for leaders. I don't really believe in this.
Don't say that.
Women of today really don't like the word submission. It sounds good for them to be able to post about it, but is it actually something that they really want? Do you really want men to lead, or do you just want men to be in a position to provide? And that's what I see. I see so many women today. It's like, yeah, I want you to provide the leading part. I don't need you to lead me. I'm a grown woman because this is mine. This is my furniture, my things.
They don't sound like they need to be in a relationship.
But that's that's the population.
Why would you want a man in your life if he's not leading?
The things that I see is like people don't. Women are not looking for leaders. I don't really believe in this.
Don't say that. You're generalizing.
Majority, because I don't want y'all coming for me.
Thank you, because I'm about to come for you.
Majority do not want to see leaders, because when you use the word leadership, it makes it seem like you are weak because now you're having to submit. And the women of today really don't like the word submission.
The women of today.
And I'm saying that some women of today do not like the word submission, because submission does not mean that you're following weakly. It just means means that you're surrendering to the moment that you marry or the moment that you came into the relationship with to say, I want you to lead. It's okay to lead as long as the bill's been paid, as I keep going back to that. But when it comes leading to saying, hey, this is not working, can we look at our budget again? Can we be entrepreneurs? Can we rebuild this? Can we go back and scratch it? No, that's not going to work. Those are things that has to be brought back to the table, and that's where the man needs to come in the forefront.
So let me ask you a question, hypothetically speaking.
It is crazy how when we get into a relationship with a man, it's no longer on our timing as a woman. You see, a man can get married in less than 6 months, or he can wait 5 to 7 years. It depends on that woman. Men don't rush into marriage at all. They just move fast when certainty shows up. People often think getting married fast is super impulsive, but it's actually clarity. If you haven't noticed how the world runs, men move fast when the right conditions exist. Here's what's usually present when a man gets married super fast. Number one, that woman brings him peace. Being with that woman feels easier than being alone because there's no emotional roller coaster, there's no drama, and no chaos. Number two is respect. He feels respected in how she talks to him, how she trusts him, and also supports his leadership. Number three is emotional safety. He can talk to her and be honest without anything being used against him later. Number four is consistency. Her energy, affection, and behavior don't change based on milestones or pressure. Number five, she believes in him. She believes in his vision even when results haven't shown up yet. Number six is alignment. They want the same life, values, direction, not just love. When all of those things exist in a woman, a man does not feel rushed. He actually feels secure. And we all know when a man feels secure, he's not waiting. He's going to get what he wants.
Being short as a man is a humiliation ritual. Straight women would rather date a tall, broad-shouldered woman and pretend she's a man than be with a short guy like me. I've been patted on the head like some kind of pet and lifted, carried, and manhandled by guys my same age like I'm their little brother or something. An attractive tall girl in my grade once said, "Oh my God, you're a senior?" Like she was shocked I wasn't in middle school or something. Some random kid once asked his dad why I look like a little boy next to my 6'5" friend. And the tall men who bully us, worshipped by women. Even language mocks us. Bigger and better things, head and shoulders above the rest. If the last man on earth was a short king, women would probably choose to let the species out. Want a full breakdown of the humiliation rituals short men face? It's on my YouTube, links on my profile.
A man of average attractiveness has to swipe right 200 times to get one coffee, and then 4 of those 5 coffees will ghost him. You can't tell women to lower their expectations, but this is the reality. When you ask a man if you could have a woman who had 80% of everything you wanted, 75% say, yeah, I'm on board. When you say to a woman, a man has 80% of what you want, 75% say that's not enough. But even look at the media. What does the media tell a woman to do? He's out. But he didn't open your door. He's not nice to his parent. Walk right out on that man. Like, it's literally every piece of media is, you don't need him. You're a strong, independent woman. Pull the ripcord. You're out. The basic kind of communication around this is you are a strong, independent, powerful woman. That is wonderful. And quite frankly, you don't need the imperfect man. They're just not connecting. I read that on Tinder, a man of average attractiveness has to swipe right 200 times to get one coffee, and then 4 of those 5 coffees will ghost him. They will decide they don't want to meet him or they won't show up. That means a guy of average attractiveness has to swipe right 1,000 times to get one coffee. Now, what does that tell that guy? Women don't value me. Women make me feel rejected. And then they go online and they see these misogynists telling them it's not your fault. And these men become much more prone to misogynistic content, much more prone to nationalistic content, blaming other people for the lack of economic opportunity. They start sequestering from society. I worry that we are literally evolving a new species of asexual, asocial male. And if a man by the age of 30 hasn't either lived with someone or married someone, there's a 1 in 3 chance he's going to have a substance problem.
What do you rate yourself, 1 through 10?
A 10.
A 10?
Of course, yeah.
Why you give yourself a 10?
I mean, come on. I'm very pretty.
What do you think people look at the most when they look at you?
I would probably my face or my chest.
Do you mind doing a 360? Now, do you think AI is going to give you a higher or a lower score?
Higher.
Higher.
Higher, yeah.
So it's going to give you a 10?
Yeah.
11?
For sure.
It gave you a 6.9.
Oh.
But you know what? I'm going to have my followers rate you in the comments.
Okay. Let them know. Let her at 10.
He said, to me, slavery would be sitting in a cubicle from 9 to 5, staring at an Excel spreadsheet, answering emails, and getting a 30-minute unpaid lunch break. That sounds like to me. What doesn't sound like is cooking for my husband all day, barefoot in my kitchen. That sounds like freedom.
Yes, exactly. The other day I was trolling somebody because I posted a Q&A and they were like, you're my favorite slave. And I was like, thanks, I'm locked in this basement right now. You're a slave to the corporate industry and you're a slave to the government because you're paying taxes to the government off literally working a desk job. I'm like, why aren't these comments on women who are in corporate, who are literally having to work 40 hours a week? They don't even get much maternity leave. They have to go back to work like what, 6 to 8 weeks after giving birth or something like that? That's insane. That's a slave. You're always going to be a slave to something, right? Like I would say like I'm a slave to God, like I submit to God and that's who controls my life. But if you're working like that, then you're a slave to your boss. I'm definitely not a slave to my husband. I have more freedom at home than I would in a cubicle.
In our society for black people, that shit work. Right. Because a woman be super sad. She can't do nothing without his say so. You know what I'm saying? You want traditional, that's what that come with. If I say no, how much you like it? You ain't doing it. Right. You ain't got no money to do it. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like in the next generations that we see of people getting married and when they slow it down, goddamn me, 50-50 is what's going to work. What's going to work long term for everything. Financially wise. Because people be like, 50-50 is the key to it. Man, I know this day, still to this day right now, in my age bracket, we go to work, come home, we wrestling with the kids. Mm-hmm. So actually, we putting in more work. We putting in the same amount of work you putting in. And if she's a stay-at-home mom, we putting in more work than you. Right. Because the moment we come home, we got to turn off everything we did at work and be in daddy mode, be in husband mode.
Yep. Got to give her some relief from the kid and be a support as a husband.
Correct. Exactly. Right.
They don't look at it that way.
They don't look at it that way. But that's a lot of work.
All with no intermediate time.
Exactly.
Right. You don't even get a nap. Right.
Your only intermediate time is in the car. Right. Mm-hmm. So if that drive 10 minutes,
good luck.
That's a quick reset.
That's just what it is.
Look at no time.
Sam.
Yeah.
Because I don't know too many that's married that's getting off work and then going straight out.
Right.
You know, oh baby, I'm going to give me a drink with my boys and all that. No.
Especially you got kids.
Especially when you got kids.
Now when you got kids. Hell no.
Right.
Imagine.
So for a man, for real, we actually putting in more work.
We talking about men that's taking care of their kids.
That's taking care of their kids, taking care of their family, providing and all that time. For real, we actually putting in more work. And you hollering about traditional. Mm-hmm. How is this traditional? Mm.
Yep. And it's women like you. You know how when you told us you didn't need us anymore, told us you could do anything that a man can do, told us the patriarchy needed to, and that you expected, make that demanded to be treated exactly the same as men. Funny how quickly that all disappeared when you wanted a place to sit down. Y'all spewed your hate and garbage for decades now, ladies, and now you're gonna pay the price for doing so. Not just now, but for years to come.
She ain't lying. Y'all check this out.
Hey babe, good morning. I just wanted to let you know I'm gonna have a pretty busy day today, so I'm gonna try to call you on my lunch break, but if I can't, I'll text you. Either way, I'll see you tonight. I love you.
That man don't like you! She is absolutely correct, and this applies to women too. And of course, I'm talking about somebody that you're really dealing with. I'm not talking about somebody you met a week ago. It takes less than 10 seconds to send a text message or leave a voice message. So if you don't hear from somebody all day or 2 days, unless they're in the hospital, lost their phone, or there is nothing else that makes any sense. They ain't rocking with you. It's that simple.
It's so hard to find a traditional woman. Like, I don't want to be running around to get my medication. I don't want to worry about a SMUD bill. I don't want to worry about PG&E. I don't want to worry about the rent. Let me go to work and make the money. Let me fix the thing that's broken. What is so wrong with being a homemaker and being a feminine woman who balances the checkbook. Why is that a bad thing today?
The truth is, you don't have anything to offer women other than money. You never say anything about emotional intelligence, that you're thoughtful, that you're kind, that you're supportive, that you would load a dishwasher, that you would help with the kids. All you want to do is bring home a paycheck, and most women think that's not enough. He goes on to say that if his woman wanted a truck, he would give it to her. And if she wanted a big diamond ring, he would give it to her. What he needs to understand is there is nothing that you could buy a woman that she can't buy herself. What do you have to offer other than money? They always say women are materialistic, but here you are offering up the materials. You only want to do one job, and that's bring home the money. But then you want to give her all 99 of the other jobs. And women are saying, I'd rather do 100 of the jobs than have a man treat me like a mule and run me into the ground. Women were traditional stay-at-home moms, but you all acted like that wasn't good enough. Now that they have jobs, they have replaced you because all you were was a paycheck. Why don't you use that same paycheck to hire help? Get a nanny, a chef, or a maid. Oh, I see. If you get a wife, she'll do it for free or she'll do it for cheap. Now I see why you want a woman. Some of these men aren't looking for love, they're looking for help, but they're too cheap to pay for it. That's why some of their dating profiles sound like help wanted ads. I don't think these men are giving women enough credit. We can tell when you want a partner and when you want an employee.
You know, one thing I'm going to tell you right now is I've been single for so long that I'm starting to enjoy it. I'm starting to enjoy the travels. I'm starting to enjoy work even more. I'm starting to enjoy making new friends and meeting new people. I always thought being alone was going to be rough. I always wanted the wife, the kids, the money, the cars, the house. That's all I wanted was just a wife and a kid in reality. But being alone has made me accept that maybe sometimes it takes a little bit of time to find your true love. Right now, you're just enjoying life. Every step, every breath I take, I'm blessed to be alive. I'm never taking things for granted, and I appreciate the memories that I'm creating. I love my life. Don't get me wrong, I love my life. But life is getting just so much better every single minute, just enjoying it and not stressing about when am I going to get married? When am I going to get married? Where am I going to find somebody? I'm honestly truly happy. I'm truly happy. I felt that. I truly felt that.
And, you know, modern women continue to say, you know, why is this guy not asking me out? Why won't this guy shoot his shot? Why is this guy seeing me, staring at me, but he's hesitating? I mean, at some point in time, maybe you should realize what the man is going through. Maybe you should realize, you know what? This date really cost him. You know what? You know, he might have to spend a little time. He might have to spend some, well, you know, we both spending time, but you know, he's got to spend his money on the date. Instead of just saying, well, you know, I spend my money too in a way because I use my makeup and, you know, I go get a spray tan. And one woman said, man, I took a workout class. I was like, girl, that workout class ain't going to do nothing for nobody. You just started working out. You went to one workout class. You didn't lose no weight. As far as I'm concerned, you wasted, well, I mean, you ain't waste your time, but if you saying that you did it for him, you wasted your time. You need to have been doing that well before you met him, during the time that you met him, and then after the time that you met him. That's how these modern women do. They try to assign stuff to men and say, oh, well, you know, I'm doing it for you, so I got to spend money in a way. No, you're going to spend that money anyway.